Hey everyone, it's Shelby. Sorry it's been longer than I expected since my last video. Obviously, there are reasons. Um, First things first, I do want to address some questions I had from my last video because I promised those people I would. And then I'll get to why I look so fancy and beautified today. Um, okay, so Amy Briggs asked me in my last video if I've had any embarrassing side effects from pregnancy, such as gas. Technically, or really no. I mean, I'm assuming you mean gas is in like flatulence, and that's a no. Surprisingly, I have burped a lot, so I mean that's still technically gas, but it's not like the stinky kind. Um, the only other embarrassing like side effects I have, my belly. Actually, the hair on my belly is darker than what it used to be, so that's kind of gross. And then I'm just kind of ugly all the time, so that's a little embarrassing. Um, as far as other side effects, I do suffer now from like chronic dry mouth and dry lips. So I'm always, always, always thirsty. And when you have your mouth is so dry all the time, it makes you feel like your breath stinks really bad. Um, I do the breath test a lot. It doesn't actually smell like it stinks, but it's just like a feeling I have that it does. And then other than that, just swelling, body aches, zero sleep, normal stuff. And then I got a marriage proposal from Atlanta Falcons number one. Maybe we won't talk about that, but um, I'm just teasing. But I've said yes to marriage proposals way too fast in the past, and clearly did not work out for me. So I'm gonna take a little more wooing, boo. Okay, so filling you in on the situation of why I look like this, since I swore I would never, ever, ever make a video of me looking this terrible. Um, I went in over the weekend, this past weekend, today's Thursday. Over Saturday and Sunday this past weekend, I was experiencing a lot of like really heaviness and pressure in the lower part of my abdomen and feeling really crampy. And so on Monday, I called to check in with my doctor and see if it's something I should be seen for, and they recommended that I go be triaged at labor and delivery. So when I went in there, they ran several tests and checked several things. But one of the things they check a lot when you're pregnant, especially with multiples, is the length of your cervix. So they did an ultrasound where if they stick a wand, I don't need to tell you where they stick it, but they put a wand up there and they see how long your cervix is. And at this point in the pregnancy, I'm 27 weeks and we'll say 6 days because it's 1 a.m. So just a day or two shy of being 28 weeks and in my third trimester. Um, but at this point, they really want it to be about 3 centimeters long, and at Monday in triage, I was 2.8. So they went ahead and sent me home because it's really close to 3 and it wasn't cause for concern. Um, and then today I had a normal scheduled appointment, just a routine appointment, and they checked it again at the doctor's office, and I had went from 2.8 centimeters to 1.3, just in the matter of from Monday afternoon to Thursday morning. So they were really concerned about that and sent me directly over to the hospital to be admitted. Um, so I'm here. I've been here since about 9:30 a.m. Yesterday it is 1:13 a.m. They're going to continue to monitor me and the babies, and so it's supposed to just be for 24 hours. If everything is good and it hasn't shortened anymore by tomorrow, whenever they check me, I'm not really sure about what time that'll be yet. Um, if it hasn't shortened anymore, I should be able to go home. But I am officially on bed rest, which really sucks. I was really hoping to make it to at least 32 weeks without that happening. I knew it was a possibility for me just with the kind of work I do and, carrying multiples. They say around 30 weeks is usual for twin moms to be put on bed rest if you have that kind of job and that kind of position. But I was really hoping to make it at least 32 weeks just for my own financial sanity. Sorry, I'm going to go ahead and apologize for this now. It was down on my list, but they gave me an Ambien because I'm having a hard time sleeping. And like I said, it's 1:15 a.m. and they'll be back in at 6 to monitor me again. So if I seem loopy, that would be why, which is why I'm trying to hurry up and get through this video. So let's see. Yeah, so I'm on bed rest. I will not be able to work for the remaining of this pregnancy, and that is very upsetting for me. Oh, and then if my cervix has shortened at all anymore, even a little bit, then I will more than likely have to stay in the hospital until I deliver the babies, which is really scary, and I'll get to that in a minute. Let's see. So I'm also having contractions about every 5 minutes. Most of them are not very noticeable, but I am having some that are a little bit painful, so that's another reason why I'm here. They've started me on steroid shots, which is for the babies to help develop their lungs. Yeah, it helps develop their lungs faster. That way, if they are born very soon, within the next few weeks or days or whatever, once they're born, 28 weeks is still pretty early to have babies, and their lungs won't be functioning properly. So that's just to help them, and it gives them a better chance of survival. People say it felt like, the nurse was like, I'm really sorry, it's really uncomfortable. People say it feels like you've been shot with a baseball. It does not feel that bad. Like maybe a ping pong ball or a golf ball, not a baseball. And the one thing that the doctor, not here at the hospital, but my actual OB had commented on that I'm not sure yet how big the concern is. I need to ask that tomorrow. Is that baby A is measuring at like 3 pounds and 3 ounces right now, and baby B is only 2 pounds and 10 ounces, which it's not abnormal for twins to be different sizes. But throughout the entire pregnancy, they've only been about 4%. There's only been about a 4% differential between the two babies and their weight. They've stayed really close the entire time, and now that's like a 17% since my last appointment 2 weeks ago. So, they say they might be a little bit worried about that, but they haven't really made any other comments on that since I've been at the hospital. As far as like my feelings and anxieties about what is going on, and I'm somebody that struggles with anxiety and have for, a very, very long time. The bed rest thing, that was my biggest one. I don't know if I mentioned in a video before how scary bed rest was for me, just because I have to work. Like I'm a single mom, and I own my own home, and I don't want to lose my home preparing for my babies. And I'll say for like the last 2 weeks, I've had multiple dreams of having these babies prematurely, and then walking into my appointment today, I really didn't think anything like this was going to happen. I expected to go in, have the appointment, go home and change, and go to work, like just like a normal appointment. Like, so whenever they told me they had to call the specialist back and this and that, and they were going to admit me, I was just kind of like, my head just kind of like spun so fast because it was so not what I was expecting. But other than that, like, I'm really sad if I do have to be here throughout the remaining of this pregnancy. I'm gonna not get a baby shower. I'm sad about that. And like maternity pictures, I won't have maternity pictures. This is stupid stuff that I should not be worried about. Like, obviously, my main priority is, I'm really sorry, my main priority is keeping them in there as long as possible. So if this is where I have to do it, this is where I have to do it. But their room at home isn't ready yet. There's just a lot of stuff that I'm freaking out about. And one of the ones that's big is like, I have 3 dogs. I don't know if I've mentioned that before, but they are like my children. And this is the longest they're gonna be away from me. Like, I'm really, really sad. I really hope, I'm sure my family's taking care of them. I don't think they're like beating them or nothing, but I'm just really sad, and I'm really like scared of how they feel about what's going on right now. Okay, so they're supposed to be in at 6 a.m. to check me again. They're gonna do another ultra, or I'm sorry, they're just gonna monitor and watch my contractions and watch the baby's heartbeats. They gave me a jug to drink out of. But yeah, so oh, I'm really sorry for this lighting. I think I wanted to apologize. That's like one of the first things on the list, and I skipped directly over it. But this lighting is terrible. So I mean, I do look awful, but this is like probably maybe 6% worse than what I actually look. Okay, so I've had so many friends and family, um, and everybody reach out to me and coworkers, since learning that I'm in the hospital, and I really, really, really appreciate everybody's support and love and food offers during this time, because we all know hospital food sucks, but yeah, I'm really overwhelmed with all the love I've gotten, and I really appreciate all of that. Um, I will try to do an update tomorrow. Everybody, fingers crossed that I get to go home. I will still be on bed rest, but at least I can do it at my house with my puppies, and not here. I do not want to spend weeks in the hospital. So let's really hope to God that doesn't happen, you guys. I mean, worst case scenario, that's what's going to happen is I have to be here until I deliver them, which I don't know. It could be 2 months, it could be 2 weeks, it could be 2 days. I don't know. And then obviously, if they were born that early, they will be in the NICU for an extended amount of time. But I hadn't gotten anything ready with work yet. Like, haven't filled out any paperwork I need to fill out. Like I said, this was totally unexpected. Like, hello, the rest of the pregnancy has been. Um, so I'm really asking for a lot of prayers, or good vibes, positive vibes, voodoo, whatever it is you do, you do. Um, so I think my Ambien is starting to, because I really don't know what I'm saying anymore. I've not had Ambien. I don't know if I've ever had Ambien in my life. Woo, this is fun. Ow. Okay, so I will try to update you guys tomorrow whether or not I have to stay. I'm trying to stay positive about everything and say I'm going home tomorrow. That is the best case scenario for me. Um, but obviously I'm going to do anything that I can possibly do to keep these girls in there for as long as possible, to keep them from not being underdeveloped, because it's been one of my fears for a while, one of my anxieties, which is why I've had so many dreams about it. Um, yeah, so I will update you guys tomorrow, hopefully, and let you all know what is going on after they do everything. I still have another steroid shot I have to get before I leave tomorrow, or before I leave tomorrow. You see how optimistic I am? I have to get another steroid shot, and I also have to do another ultrasound, and I think they're going to monitor the babies in me once or twice more tomorrow before they let me go. So after all of that, I will let y'all know. And if I open it up and I'm just a snot tear ball like I was in my very first video I ever posted, then it's probably not good news, and I probably have to stay. And I'll have to have people bring me plenty of entertainment, because as of right now I just have my phone that I've completely killed. Ooh, two really good things. It has really good Wi-Fi here, really good, like really good signal, and also they have really good ice. They have like the little Polar Pop ice. It's really good. So those are fun. And my nurses are pretty much awesome. So everything's going good. We're gonna get there. We're gonna make it. We're going home tomorrow. I'm confident. So again, thanks for watching. Thanks for all the love and support. If you have any questions, please leave them below. I promise to answer them at the beginning of the next video. And once again, I apologize for my appearance, because I would never post a video like this. But if I'm going to be here for an extended amount of time, somebody's bringing me makeup, and that's a fact. Alright, I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being concerned and listening to me ramble with all this crazy sleepy pills that's going through me right now. Good night.